What's good, y'all? It's Sean was here back again with another video. So, in my last video, I talked about the fact that I'm going to be on a different type of journey in regards to finding myself and just learning more about myself. Like, introversion was just the beginning, and it made me realize that in my life, I have just been cruising along and trying to handle my issues on my own and just hoping for the best in regards to the many issues that I face. And I realized that that's not the way you want to live your life. Like, you need to live your life in a way where you're trying to figure out who you are and bettering yourself every single day. And, like I said before, I don't feel like introversion is what 100% is going on with me. And with my son's autism diagnosis, it's made me realize that maybe I should, get evaluated and just really learn more about what potentially is making me tick. You feel me? And speaking of my son, it's made me also look at neurodivergence quite differently. Like, growing up, I didn't really think I was neurodivergent, or I didn't think that I had some type of, disability or intellectual disability or whatever like that. But, I just felt different. Like, in school, I did really well, like I did really well in English. Math was here and there. And then my other subjects was really good. It was good. Like, school came easily to me. I just hated going there. I hated going there. I hated being in the school. I hated being around people. I hated being just having to go there every single day. It was torture. It was torturous. Like, school is full of a bunch of kids. Like, there's thousands of kids, thousands. So just imagine having, a lot of anxiety and not being very social and just being kind of adverse to social interaction and having to be around a whole bunch of kids. It was tough. School was definitely tough. Elementary, middle, high school, all the stages of school was tough for me. Even college, it was like, it was tough. It was like, I stuck to myself and I didn't really want to congregate with other people or mingle with other people too much. Besides the people that gravitated toward me and accepted me, I guess, I didn't really do too much in regards to mingling and shit like that. And it's just made me realize, like, now as an adult, like, I don't necessarily feel comfortable being cemented in this type of idea. Like, I know I said in one of my previous videos that I'm okay with being an introvert and I'm okay with not necessarily talking to people and yada yada yada. And I feel like that might just have been me coping with the fact that, this is my life now, and I don't want to say I dug myself in a hole, but I feel like I just may have been set in my ways in regards to how I act and how I interact with other people. And I don't want to be set in those ways, you feel me? Like, I feel like a lot of us, we say, oh, we don't fuck with people, or we don't deal with people, or we don't mess with people like that. And, life has made us this way, you feel me? Like, we don't want to be this way. I don't feel like anybody just wants to be anti-person. Like, I don't want to say I'm antisocial. Like, I'm not antisocial. I can definitely converse, congregate, talk to people. I could do all of that. It's just that I'm very adverse to it. Like, I'm capable of doing it. I'm just very adverse to it. But not adverse to the point where I'm gonna be doing some shiesty shit and being evil and being betrayed and being not loyal and shit like that. That's what antisocial people do. I don't do that. But I kind of am anti-person in regards to the fact that I will do everything it takes to avoid interactions with other people. And it's like, I know you're thinking to yourself, oh, we all do that, like, sometimes you just can't be bothered dealing with people, yada yada yada. For me, it's 100% of the time. Like, it's every day, it's every single day, every single minute. Like, I don't want to interact with people if I do not have to. Like, I really do not want to do that, like, period. Like, I know there's people out there that can understand where I'm coming from when I say zero. Like, it's zero. Like, I'm the kind of person where if I see somebody I know very well across the street, right, and they haven't seen me, best believe I'm working overtime to avoid that fucking that confrontation. I'm avoiding that congregate, that coming together. I'm like, if you don't see me, I'm gonna make myself go so that I do not have to come up to you and, like, actually interact with you. And that's not healthy, and I don't think it's normal either. And that's the reason why I feel like introversion is not it when it comes to, like, what's going on with me. Like, there's something deeper than that. And I don't know, like, I don't want to, like, throw titles on myself or diagnose myself and shit like that. But, the closest I have to any kind of answer or step in the right direction of figuring this shit out is the fact that my son has autism. 100% full-blown autism. And, I noticed a lot of parallels between how he acts and how my mom described me as a baby. Like, she described me as not not being able to talk. Like I wasn't talking for a long time. And I know, like, you hear me conversing right now on this video. You hear me using the words and talking and all of that. And I don't even know where this came from. Like, I don't even know how I was able to start talking like this, you know? Like, growing up, I had a stuttering problem, too. And that over time eased itself. And it's like, you know, I just felt like with age, growth, and maturity, I was able to human properly. But as a kid, I wasn't. Like, you know, like, shit that would come to you as you got older and older. For me, it didn't happen like that. Like, it didn't come to me like that. Like, I was somebody that learned a lot about the most basic things in life from observing other people. Like, it's really that simple. Like, it's really that, it's that crazy. Like, I don't want to go into too much detail, but it's like, that's how I was able to mature and become a right person, was by observing other people. Some of the shit that comes to people like common, for me, it wasn't common. And, you know, I just felt like all these things is factored into the fact that I became so anti-person because of the fact that, you know, I just didn't understand how other people could human so normally and so, like, it's just normal for them. For me, it's like, you know, I'm kind of awkward. Like, I'm a really awkward ass person. No funny shit. Like, I'm awkward, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I overthink almost every single thing that I do, and it makes me sometimes like just miss things that's directly in front of me. And I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm a really intelligent person, but I don't know. Like, it'd be the most common basic shit that I feel like all humans should just know off the bat, that sometimes has come weird to me. And it's like, that's the type of shit that I want to learn more about in regards to myself, so I could better myself. Like, I always want to be a better person every single day. And, you know, I definitely recommend everybody in the world to try to be better than the person they was yesterday. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. The person that was yesterday wasn't aware of these things. Like, or rather, I should say that the awareness came slowly, and over time, it became more and more important for me to understand this awareness and make something out of it in regards to that awareness. But now it's like, I'm getting older, and I'm a father of 2 kids, and one of them in particular shares a lot of similarities with myself, and I could use whatever I'm learning to teach him the same exact thing. And that's why I'm so focused on this right now. Like, I'm 31, and I feel like that's the focus of my life right now, is to just figure out myself and try to learn more about myself so that I could be a better person. You feel me? Like, I don't want to continue living my life and be anti-person. I want to gain some type of understanding and appreciation for other people and social interaction, you know? Like, I don't want to go as far as saying I want friends, but, you know, maybe 1 or 2 friends wouldn't be so bad. I'm so adverse to these things where it's like, it's not healthy. It's not healthy, man. And I know there's somebody out there going through some similar shit like this, where it's like, you just don't want to deal with people ever. And you don't quite understand why. Like, you don't quite understand why. Besides, of course, you know, some experiences you might have had in your past or your childhood that just made you, you know, put people at a side. Like, that's me. A lot of my experiences as a child definitely have me side-eyeing everybody, period. Like, I don't trust nobody. Like, everybody is capable of evil in my eyes. And it's like, that's not normal, man. Like, you can't live your life like that. It's not it. That's mad energy you wasting. That's mad energy you putting into automatically assuming the worst of other people. Like it's a lot when it comes to this type of shit. And I don't want to continue living my life like this. Like, it's just not it. Like, I want to wake up in the morning and feel positive energy in regards to having to go to work and interact with other people and collaborate and do all of that shit. You feel me? Like, I love my job. I love helping people. IT support is, you know, it's fun. It's fun, and it comes so easy to me. You feel me? Helping people is like, it's like brushing my teeth. It's like, it just comes naturally. And I love the way people feel when I help them. So it's like, if that's a core part of my personality, then why am I so anti-personal? It doesn't make any sense. And that's why I want to get onto the bottom of, you know. And that's pretty much all I got for this video. Is just putting more perspective into what I'm trying to find out and learn, and just understanding that my introversion may just be a side effect of an even greater, I don't want to say problem, but a greater aspect of who I am as an individual. And, you know, I just hope maybe my video could influence somebody else to just go out there and learn some more about themselves. You feel me? Use anything that you can to just better yourself as an individual and learn more as you continue to grow and prosper, because we need full made people in this world, especially right now. We need people who just know themselves and they are fully aware of their strengths and weaknesses, so we can continue to better this world, because the forces that be right now are just doing the most. So we gotta be 10 toes down in regards to who the hell we are as people. Feel me? Like, for real, for real, for real. I hope I can influence somebody to like go to therapy. I don't know, like start reading the DSM, and not necessarily just go around and self-diagnosing yourself, but just getting one step closer to understanding what makes you tick a certain type of way so you could be a better person. Feel me? I'm a big advocate on mental health, and I definitely feel like we should all be trying to like prioritize that in our lives. We got to do that for our kids, for our families, for everything. Feel me? So thank you for watching the video. I appreciate you, and see you in the next one.